Hey guys, welcome back to Lucky Strike Tech. I know it's been a while, but today we're going to look at a new headset. It's by Jeecoo, and they've been on the channel a few times before, but this time they're coming out with a gaming headset, and they have many different models. This is just one of their more budget options. Now, when I say budget, I actually mean budget this time. It's not a diamond in the rough. It's not anything above the price spec. You're getting what you pay for in this picture. Let me explain a little bit. I'm gonna just start with looks. This is the Jeecoo G90. It's a nice orange and black headset with lots of good aesthetic kind of designs on it. As you can see, there's different kinds of patterns, different spots. There's different design logos everywhere, and the coloring is just spot on. I really like it. As far as design goes and the way it looks, it's fantastic. And we're gonna touch on all the points about this headset. So first of all, looks, nailed it. It looks great. However, when you pick it up out of the box, it doesn't feel that super high quality. It's kind of light, you know, not very sturdy or high quality. You can tell it is budget, right, for the price. The strap that holds on your head right here is very much a cheap design. It works, it's functional, but it's actually a very cheap design. So it does the trick, that is for sure, but you can tell the material used is not that high quality. Then again, the price you're paying, I'd expect it to be kind of in this range. So despite the quality of the feel of it, how are the ergonomics? How does it fit every day? It's perfect. It is absolutely perfect. Now, comfort-wise, I love it. It goes over both ears, doesn't strain anything thanks to that strap up top. Fits your ears perfect size overall. The cups are a nice leather that's a little bit breathable so that you're not actually getting sweaty or hot or sticky on here, and it's not firm. It's a really nice soft. Just look at how soft this can be. So overall, really nice and soft. Definitely ergonomic wise, they nailed it in this department as well. They did a good job designing this thing. It's very flexible, very nice to fit anyone's head. Next, we're gonna go with the features available. So on the headset, you do have Bluetooth, you have a detachable headset microphone. You also have a volume knob independent on the headset as well. Power, a mute button, USB-C charging, and that's really about it. It has a good feature set. The standards you'd expect in a headset. It uses a 2.4 gigahertz dongle to connect to all your devices, such as a PS4 or PS5, and also your PC, but with other devices, it uses Bluetooth, which is fine, right? No problem. So all the feature sets are there as well. Features-wise, it's very rich, has all the things necessary to connect your devices. Of course, sorry Xbox guys, it's not gonna connect your Xbox. So now let's talk about using this thing. I spent about a week testing it with different games, testing it with my friends, and as far as the sound profile goes, it's actually really good. I could hear footsteps of enemies in every game I played. It was actually more prominent, which was a good thing in my opinion. So it was really easy to tell where my enemies were situational. The balance between left and right is really well done, so it doesn't feel muffled. You can really tell when you're spinning your character around which direction you're actually looking and listening to. Overall, very nicely done on the sound profile here. I really liked it. It felt full, it felt bass, the high end was there, the mids were all in alignment how they should be. No problems with quality whatsoever. I compare a lot of my sounds with the Audio-Technica MX30. Also have a pair of Corsair HS80s, I believe they're called. Really high quality with Dolby Atmos. Couldn't tell a huge difference between the two. Of course, the Corsair is gonna outperform it by $120, but they actually did a really solid job making these sound good for your gaming. Now, here's where it all fell apart for me. I have something called the buddy test in all of my reviews. I basically hop on a chat with my friends, we play Call of Duty or any other game in our playlist, mostly just Call of Duty, and I say, hey, how do I sound right now? Do I sound good, muffled, quiet? What is it? The moment I put this headset on, they couldn't hear me. However, they could hear my breathing. So you could hear the breathing of my nose, but they couldn't actually hear me talk. I was way too quiet for them. I don't know if that really explains what's going on here, but I feel like it's not picking up the right frequencies in this. It's picking up more low end and all the high end's missing in the microphone. In my opinion, having tested this out, having listened back to it on the PC, audio in the microphone is almost unusable. I'm gonna do some tests, go through this thoroughly, do a test as well on the actual video here. I'll cut to that in a moment and see if this is still true because I've spent a couple days troubleshooting it. I'm gonna give it one more chance, see if I can mess with a few settings to get it just right.
Here's a quick test of the Jeecoo headset. It's unchanged, just plugged in, turned on, recording the microphone input. Now again, the biggest problem I had with this is that it's just a little bit too quiet. And all my friends said, hey, I can't understand you, I can't hear you. I tried to adjust my levels without using any third-party software like OBS, just the native tools I have in Control Panel and Windows, and it didn't work. And what made it worse is that you could hear my breathing with my nose. It was super weird. So at this distance, here's how you're going to hear it. Probably going to have to up the gain a little bit. I'll put that number in the corner right down here. And now let's move it closer to my mouth to see if that improves things. Okay, you can hear me, put it close to my mouth. Now let's just give it a few moments of silence to see if this actually does anything different. Now if you hear nose breathing, I'm not breathing harder. This is normal. Anything? Bad? Good? Let me know in the comments down below.
But so far, the headset part of this was unusable. Almost to the point where I'd recommend just unplugging it and not touching it again. That's how bad that headset sounded when it came to the microphone. However, if you can get past the microphone part, you're looking for a budget wireless headset and you don't need the microphone since you have a boom arm or you have some other microphone on your desk that you use just fine, this is still a good option for you. It sounds good, doesn't have any buzz that a lot of more expensive headsets do when it's idle. No Bluetooth buzz that I can hear, no background hissing, just what you're listening to, high quality and really good spatial audio. So I think it's a really good buy for the price if you don't need a microphone, which again, you're paying for the microphone, so it's kind of a bummer, but there's a lot of headphones out there that you don't need a microphone for it, and as long as it's attachable, it's not such a big deal. I don't know if I can recommend this headset only because you're paying for a microphone that doesn't work, but I can say that the headset part of it, the audio, was really well done, and Jeecoo kind of specializes in that. They have a lot of desk speakers they actually put a lot of money into, and they're actually really well made, but some of them has that background buzz, and these ones, they nailed it. It doesn't have that. It sounds good and it's lightweight, just so you could tell that it's a budget headset. Who wouldn't want a wireless headset for this price though? Overall, that's the most compelling part. You can't really find wireless headsets that are decent at this price point. Oh, forgot to mention the battery as well. I left it on for a full day and it did not die. I left it idle, granted, because I walked away from my desk, but just it sitting at my desk idle, coming back multiple times, multiple days in a row, it was fine. The battery was still good to go. Much longer than my Corsair headset, which can die within a day or day and a half of use. So the battery is actually really good. And that's actually a big shocker for something at this price range. So Jeecoo, good job. I think you have a lot way to go with your microphones. Maybe look at Five Fine's microphones, how they use their audio technology behind that, because they somehow managed to make amazing microphones on all their headsets with zero issues. They've been working on it for a long time. So I would look into them for more tips.